Now, we shall learn about the organization of production. How is the production carried out? Starting from the grassroots level, starting from the basics, we will learn now. First major requirement for any production, we need land. That is the first major production what you need. So when we talk about land, land is a natural resource, which we get by the nature, which we get it and we cannot expand it. Land is fixed, land is limited. We can clear the forest which is present over the land, but actually we are subsiding the forest land into a normal land. We are converting the existing land into some other form, but we cannot create the land. Here we have to remember a science formula where we say that the energy which is present in one form can be converted into the other form, but we cannot create any energy. The similar thing applies to the land also, because land and energy both are gifted to the human mankind by the nature. So after moving from the land, students, now we shall move to the most important point of discussion, that is the second basic factor which we need is labor. In labor is a person who works for a certain amount of fixed payment. It may be a daily wage, it may be a weekly, or it can be a monthly salary also. So a person who renders his services for a certain amount of money is called a labor. In this labor, we again have the people, those who are highly educated, those who are prescribed for a particular task, those who are specialized in doing that particular job, those people are called skilled labor. The skilled people, and those who are not specialized, those who do not have any technical background of getting trained for a particular work, those people also do work and they contribute for the factor of production. So we call them as manual labor. So there are two types in labor. First one is skilled labor, second one is manual labor. Again, in this we have one more important factors of division. That is the third factor of division, that is capital. When we talk about the capital, physical capital is nothing but what we require here: land, labor. The third important factor is capital. We generally refer it as physical capital. For our convenience, we can also refer it as capital. In this capital again, we have two major divisions for this one. The two major divisions what we call these are the fixed capital, which are fixed, the working capital, which makes the things to work. In the fixed capital category, we have the tools, the machines, the buildings. Whatever the tools that you use, that all come under the category of fixed capital. It may be from the tractors or anything. Machinery, whatever machinery that we use, bore wells, these all for the production, or any particular machinery which technically you need, all these come under machinery. And if you have any buildings to run your office, these all come under the tools which are fixed, which cannot be moved. And when we talk about the other type of capital, that is raw materials. For example, in the field, you need to put certain amount of seeds and all these things, fertilizers, all these are the raw materials for you to get the best production output. And in the same way, for having all these things, we need money. Money is a working capital. It works and asks the people to work, because without money, you cannot expect anybody to work. So in the physical capital, we have fixed capital and the working capital. In the working capital, we have tools, machines and buildings, whereas in the working capital, we get raw materials what you use there, and the money what you have or what you need to spend comes under the working capital. Last but not the least, we have land, labor, then physical capital. In order to cooperate or correlate all these things, we need some people. The knowledge of enterprise is required. the knowledge to correlate all these things, the knowledge to combine all these activities, we require them, and at the appropriate timings you need to set for this delivery of the action of the activities. So for that you need human capital. Nowadays we are using the modern word human capital. Earlier we used to use the word called entrepreneurs or organizational skills. So without the organizing of land, labor and these physical capital, you cannot get the preferred output of production. So the last is very important, for which you need to enterprise all these things. So the first major one is land, second major factor is labor, third one is physical capital, the last one is human capital. All these four are together known as the factors of production. The factors of production are nothing but land, labor, capital and the human capital. In this labor we have skilled, the unskilled labor or the manual labor. In the capital again we have two divisions, that is working capital as well as the fixed capital, and we also have in the human capital. All these play a very vital role for any kind of production, what you need to know. That's why they are known as the basic factors of production. This now we will relate it to the story of Palampur to understand it in a better way.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.